as always, in the name of Jesus. This video is going to be doing my review of The Flash, Season 1, Episode 7, Power Outage. Okay, so we start out with with Dr. Harrison Wells just putting something in his personal journal. So, and just looking at the paper about the event where the Flash disappears in 2024. So we go back anyways. We just over the voiceover we see him doing a Flash Barry just enjoying having fun with his powers, like waking up, doing his normal morning routine like that very quickly, and also just humiliating a thug very quickly with his powers. So that was really cool. And then we see so we also see him he gets there on time, and then they soon find out there's a crime. Okay, before that, there is a one of the guys is on top of at a power plant. They're watching they're late for the particle accelerator. He and some other friends see it, and they explode. And then it goes off, the lightning goes off, and then he is struck by the lightning from the particle accelerator. His three friends are injured, probably, and he is injured as well. And then, back in the present, there's a robbery, and then the guy who was struck by the particle accelerator power outage was given electrical powers, and he is siphoning electricity out of the place. So, the Flash goes over there, confronts him, and then he loses his powers quickly as a result of it. So, they're trying to help him out, and then they're trying to Harrison Wells comes up with a theory to help him get him back, but before that, Barry tries to reason with the guy. Doesn't work. He gets struck with electricity, and then he's not healing really fastly either. Meanwhile, the Clock King, who was on Arrow, appeared on Arrow in the episode Time of Death, Season 2, Episode 14, is transferred over to Central City, and while the guy is siphoning electricity from the place from the Star Labs, the power goes out in the police station where he is, and the Clock King, aka William Talkman, takes his advantage, and just tries to holds all 10 of them hostage. So, and he tells one of the police guys outside that he needs a helicopter to be over there by 53 minutes, and he will be there. All 10 of them will be eliminated. So, in the meantime, back over at Star Labs, it was like while they were trying to get Barry Allen's powers back, and it seemed they put him on a generator or something, and then Caitlin is just reluctant against turning it on because that thing killed her fiance. She doesn't want it to happen to the Flash, but Barry tells her to do it anyway. It happens, and then it's like doesn't seem to work according to Barry, and that causes Harrison Wells to release Girder, who they caught last in the previous episode. So, and they fight, and then Girder seems to die as a result, and they have to go back and say that causes them to try and get him back out of the place. So, get out of the place. And then Harrison Wells confronts the man. He says, "You don't remember the guy attacking?" Said that the electricity just says, "You don't remember who they are. You don't know the people who were attacked." He rattles off the names of all of them. Then after he's done, the guy with electricity tries to shock him, and then Barry, with his powers back, finally saves him, and then he takes out the man, who is at the end of the day, called Blackout. So, meanwhile, Iris is taken hostage by the Clock King. Before that, gives her boyfriend Eddie Thawne, who was shot by the Clock King as he was trying to shoot him, but failed because the guy was wearing a bulletproof vest. And then he says his goodbye. And then he says his goodbyes, and as they're taken up taking up the hallway, she pulls out a gun and shoots him. Naturally, Joe West thinks that it was Iris. Thinks that Iris was being shot, and then he's saddened. So, but it all works out in the end. So Barry gets to the police station, and the Clock King is defeated, and Iris is unharmed. Meanwhile, he shows them his. Before that, I need to just. Okay, never mind. I don't think it's that important. So, I was just gonna mention how the guy, Joe West, when he finds out his powers were siphoned from him, where he throws down a mug, seeing if he would catch it in time, but it doesn't work. And then after he gets his power back, he throws down a vase, which he brings to to Eddie after he is injured, and then he catches it quickly. And then they try to pass it off, try to make sure he explain away how he could do that. So anyways, at the end we end where we begin. Harrison Wells is giving off a little entry, and then Barry is trying to tell Wells that he wants to up the level of his power. So, by the way, he got his powers kind of by a mentality thing, by just focusing on things or other people. So, I think so. And then after the stinger at the end, we see Harrison Wells just try to take out some DNA, talking about how he siphoned out the Flash's powers, and how he would like to look into it more. So this is a very good episode. I really loved all the suspense and the seriousness of it. I think I'll have to give it an 8.8, 8.9, or 9.0 out of 10. I think I'm going to stick with an 8.9. This was a very good episode. Very good episode. I can't wait for the next episode. It's going to be a crossover between Arrow and the Flash. It's Arrow versus Flash. I am so excited. It's going to be amazing. Very amazing. Okay, that's it for this video.